we display the statements, correct? Now we are going to discuss about this flowchart. So this flowchart is again use of algorithm was what? With the help of algorithm, we can get solution of a particular problem. Similarly, flowchart ka bhi wahi same use hai. From the flowchart also, we can get solution of some problem. Then what is the difference? In in algorithm, we follow step-by-step manner. Even we can use our own language in it because algorithm, it doesn't follow any programming language. Algorithm is for our understanding, so we can write algorithm jaise bhi hamara man kare, we can write algorithm in that way. So flowchart is how different from algorithm. In algorithm, we can use our own language, we write the thing in step-by-step manner, but in flowchart, there are many symbols, and with the help of those symbols only, we prepare the flowchart. And जो symbols है, जो shapes है, उनका जो use and all, everything is fixed. We just have to use it, and it is just very much easy to prepare. Okay, so flowchart is a graphical or diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. जो भी algorithm हम step-by-step manner में लिखते हैं. If we represent the same algorithm in a diagrammatic way, then that representation, that diagrammatic, that graphical representation will be called as a flowchart. Now, flowchart programmers often use it as a program planning tool, or you can say program solving tool to solve a particular problem. It makes use of symbols. आप कोई program कर रहे हो, if you're stuck somewhere, either you can prepare flowchart or you can prepare algorithm. But in flowchart, you have to use different symbols, and those symbols are fixed. You just have to use it. And कौन से symbol का क्या use है? Everything is decided. So you cannot decide, and you cannot use like incorrect shape. So let's discuss those shapes which we are going to use in flowchart. First one is this oval shape, as you can see here. This is the first shape, which is known as oval shape. But in programming term, in the term of flowchart, this shape is called as terminal. Terminal. This shape is called as terminal. Now, what is the use of this terminal? As in algorithm, in step 1, we always write start, and last step is always stop. So flowchart is just what? Representation of that algorithm only into diagrammatic way. So algorithm में आप जो start या फिर stop लिखते हो. So in flowchart, वो start and stop आप लिखोगे. Flowchart में भी you are going to write each and every statement, but in a specified shape. वो जो symbols हैं उसमें हमें लिखना है. So this terminal shape is basically used to denote start and stop. So as in algorithm, first and last step is fixed, that is start and stop. Step 1 start, step last stop. So similarly in flowchart, first and last shape will be this terminal sign. In this only we have to write that start and stop thing. The next one is the input output, this parallelogram, as you can see here, this one. In flowchart term, this is called as input output. Means as the name suggests, input output means this shape will be used for taking input and for displaying something. Means for showing the output, we are going to use this shape. Means some step number, after declaring the variable, we set some input, correct? And then after performing all the operation, at the end, we display the output. So for taking input and for displaying output, we are going to use this second shape, which is in mathematical term known as parallelogram, but in programming term, in flowchart term, we are going to call it as input output. Means it is used for taking input and for displaying output. Then the next shape is this processing in rectangle shape, but in flowchart term, this will be called as what? Processing box, we can say. So this box is basically used to perform arithmetic operations. Now, what is arithmetic operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These kind of operations are nothing but what? Arithmetic operations. कि कहीं पे भी आपको का टर्म आता है, right? Like program आपको करना है where you have to perform all the arithmetic operations. So what is arithmetic operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, these things are called as arithmetic operations. So कहीं पे भी आप कोई लॉजिक लिख रहे हो, फॉर एग्जांपल आप अगर कैलकुलेटर बना रहे हो या फिर आप प्रोग्राम कर रहे हो, इन दैट यू हैव टू ऐड समथिंग, आप अगर रिपोर्ट कार्ड प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो, सो इन दैट यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट, यू हैव टू ऐड स्टूडेंट के मार्क्स वन बाय वन, जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं उन सबका मार्क्स आपको ऐड करना पड़ेगा. सो हियर यू आर, विच ऑपरेशन यू आर परफॉर्मिंग एडिशन ऑपरेशन, करेक्ट. किसी स्टूडेंट के मार्क्स आपको डिडक्ट करने हैं, देन ओवर देयर यू आर गोइंग टू यूज व्हाट, सबट्रैक्शन ऑपरेशन. सो दीज ऑपरेशंस आर नथिंग बट व्हाट, अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेशंस. तो अगर आप कोई भी प्रोग्राम कर रहे हो परफॉर्मिंग एनी काइंड ऑफ सच ऑपरेशन वेयर you are using this arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, or any of them, you have to use this rectangle shape, which is also known as what, processing box. And one more use of this is the variable declare करते हैं, जो variable declaration वाला statement है, that also we write in this processing box only. So again it is having two use. First one is to perform all the arithmetic operation, and the second is what, to it is also used for what, to declaring the variable. तो ये इसका यूज है प्रोसेसिंग बॉक्स का. देन द नेक्स्ट इज स्टेप नंबर shape number 4, that is decision. As you can see this diamond shape, this in programming, in flowchart term, this will be called as decision box. Decision box. हमने जो अभी कंडीशनल एल्गोरिथम लिखे थे, ओवर देयर वी वर राइटिंग सम कंडीशन, करेक्ट. तो हम जब फ्लोचार्ट प्रिपेयर करेंगे, इफ वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर सम कंडीशनल फ्लोचार्ट, so that condition should be written inside this diamond shape. इस diamond shape में ही we are going to write both the conditions. जो भी conditions होंगे we have to write over here in this decision box only. Then step number 5 is connector. अब यहाँ पे connectors ये भी दो shape हैं. Now ये जो connectors हैं इनके दो types होते हैं. First type is known as on page connector. As you can see, this is your on page connector. ये भी use होता है while preparing the flow chart. And this second one is known as off page connector. On page connector and off page connector. On page कब use, as a name suggests, connector means this is used to connect something. Yes, कुछ connect करने के लिए ये use होता है. तो क्या connect करना है, that will discuss when we will prepare that flow chart in that. ये सिर्फ connection, सिर्फ फ्लो चार्ट से उनको अगर हम एक लाइक ओके कंसीडर, अगर आप एक फ्लो चार्ट प्रिपेयर करो, फ्लो चार्ट में क्या होता है, सिंबल्स यूज होते हैं, करेक्ट. तो कंसीडर आपको एक बहुत बड़ा प्रोग्राम करना है, तो बट ऑब्वियस है आप यू हैव टू यूज मल्टीपल शेप्स ओवर देयर. तो सपोज आपका पेज है, यू आर मेकिंग दैट फ्लो चार्ट इन अ बुक, एंड इफ इन केस सडनली क्या होता है, आपका फ्लो चार्ट कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है एंड आपका जो पेज है वो पूरा लाइक फुल है, वो कोई इसमें स्पेस रिमेनिंग नहीं है, बट स्टिल अभी भी आपको क्या है, कुछ स्टेप्स आपको मेंशन करने हैं. सो व्हाट विल डू, यू कैन यूज द नेक्स्ट पेज, करेक्ट. आप नेक्स्ट पेज पे वही सेम फ्लो चार्ट कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो. तो फर्स्ट पेज पे हाफ फ्लो चार्ट है, सेकेंड पेज पे हाफ फ्लो चार्ट है, तो बट वो दोनों भी पेज के जो फ्लो चार्ट है वो सेम प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन है. तो ये इंडिकेट करने के लिए कि जो दोनों पेज के फ्लो चार्ट है वो सेम प्रॉब्लम की सोल्यूशन है, वी यूज दिस कनेक्टर्स इन ऑर्डर टू कनेक्ट देम, सो दैट किसी को ये कंफ्यूजन ना हो कि जो दोनों पेजेस के फ्लो चार्ट्स है वो दो डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम के सोल्यूशन है. नहीं, तो कनेक्टर विल जस्ट कनेक्ट टू और मोर देन टू पार्ट्स ऑफ फ्लो चार्ट. फ्लो चार्ट्स अगर डिफरेंट पेजेस पे स्प्रेड है या फिर सेम पेज पे ही स्प्रेड है, सो इन ऑर्डर टू कनेक्ट देम वी यूज दिस फ्लो चार्ट. तो ऑन पेज मींस ऑन द सेम पेज, ऑफ पेज मींस ऑन डिफरेंट पेज. सो इफ योर फ्लो चार्ट, अगर आपने पेज का दो पार्ट किया है, ऑन फर्स्ट हाफ आप कुछ कर रहे हो और सेकेंड हाफ पे वही आपने सेम कंटिन्यू किया है, मींस सेम प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन आपने दो पार्ट में डिवाइड किया हुआ है, ठीक है. तो ऐसे फ्लो चार्ट को अगर आपको कनेक्ट करना है विच आर स्प्रेडेड ऑन द सेम पेज, एट दैट टाइम इन ऑर्डर टू कनेक्ट देम वी यूज ऑन पेज कनेक्टर. एंड इफ अगर आप फ्लो चार्ट्स को डिफरेंट पेजेस तक लेके जा रहे हो, सो इन दैट इन ऑर्डर टू कनेक्ट देम वी आर गोइंग टू यूज ऑफ पेज कनेक्टर. सी यहाँ पे लिखा भी है, कनेक्ट्स, ऑन पेज कनेक्टर कनेक्ट्स टू और मोर पार्ट्स ऑफ फ्लो चार्ट विच आर ऑन द सेम पेज. ऑन पेज कनेक्टर्स आर रेफरेंस्ड यूजिंग नंबर्स. ओके, तो ये डिस्कस करते हैं क्या है सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट. The next one is off page connector. Whenever flowchart become complex or it gets spreads over more than one page, अगर आपका flowchart like बहुत lengthy हो रहा है but obviously वो more than one page पे spread होगा, so in order to connect them we are going to use what this off page connector, and off page connectors are referenced using alphabet. ये जो off page connector है यहाँ पे हम alphabet use करते हैं, and in this on page connector we use numbers, and where is off page connector we use alphabets. So ये आपके दो type के connectors, on and off page. Then next one is your flow line. It shows us the direction. ये जो arrow shape है, this is known as what flow line. तो normally अगर आप किसी place पे जाते हो तो वहां पे भी ऐसे shape mention होता है ऐसे, तो ये क्या indicate करता है? This particular flow line, it indicates the direction, like आपको कहाँ पे जाना है, left, right, this particular thing is indicated by this. तो similarly flow chart में भी इसका same use है. अब जब algorithm आप लिखते हो यहाँ पे, okay, okay, here you have written algorithm. अब यहाँ पे आप you follow each and every step in a sequence. First you follow step number 1, then you follow step 2, then you follow step 3, then you follow step 4. Afterward, at the end, you follow step 5. But आप sequence इसका change कर सकते हो. Can you do like that? First you stop the algorithm, then you check the condition. Afterward, you display you are passed. Then you declare variable. Then you start the algorithm, and then you take input. Is it the correct sequence? No, it is not. तो हमने वो जो एल्गोरिथम में लिखा है स्टेप 1, स्टेप 2, स्टेप 3, स्टेप 4, स्टेप 5, इससे समझ में आ रहा है दैट फ्रॉम स्टेप नंबर 1 we have to move on step number 2, from step 2 we have to move on step 3, then from step 3 to step 4, then step 4 से we have to move on, we have to jump on step 5. So similarly फ्लो चार्ट में हम जब शेप्स बनाएंगे तो कौन से शेप पे कहाँ पे जंप करना है, कौन से शेप से कौन से स्टेप को फॉलो करना है, that will come to know with the help of that arrow shape. वो arrow shape हमें use करना पड़ेगा in order to get to know the direction. Alright, जैसे algorithm में होता है, we have to follow each and every step in a sequential manner. We cannot change the sequence. Sequence आप change करोगे, you are going to get the wrong output. अगर आप पहले input ले रहे हो, then you are declaring the variable. This is not possible. आप input ले ही ले रहे हो, first you're checking the condition, afterward you're taking input. That doesn't make any sense, and you're not going to get the correct output. So for that reason, you have to follow the correct sequence in which you have written the algorithm in order to get the correct output. तो यही सेम यूज है यहाँ पे आपका फ्लो लाइन का, विच इज गोइंग टू गिव यू द करेक्ट डायरेक्शन. कौन से स्टेप को फॉलो करना है, कब फॉलो करना है, ऑल द थिंग्स विल कम टू नो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट फ्लो लाइन. ओके, तो ये कुछ यहाँ पे 6 सिंबल्स है. सो नाउ एक हम फ्लोचार्ट प्रिपेयर करते हैं, देन ये डिफरेंट जो शेप्स है इनका जो यूज है, कैसे लिखना है एंड ऑल, वो सब क्लियर होगा. सो जस्ट अ सेकंड. numbers. All right. So इसका जो algorithm हुआ, algorithm क्या होगा? In step 1 we have to start. In step 2 we have to declare variables. Let's say those variables are x, y, and again we need one more variable for what? For taking the result. When we'll add both the values, but obviously we'll getting the third data. So for that we are taking this. In step 3 we are taking input. We have to take input. How many inputs? Minimum 2 inputs, because addition of a single input is not possible. So we require at least minimum 2 input. Okay, so we are taking that into x and y. Then step number 4 is what? In step number 4, we are going to add the value of x and y. Now, whatever will be the result, that we are going to store into z variable. So the statement will be something like this: z is equal to x plus y. इस statement से क्या हुआ? We have added the value of x and y and we have stored the result into z. Then next step will be what? Step 5. Now we have to display. From step number 4 we have got the addition, but अब हमें उसे display भी करना है. So we just have to write display z. Then step 6, this will be what? Stop. So this is what? A simple algorithm for this. Now we are going to convert. Now we are going to represent this algorithm in diagrammatic way. That graphical representation will be known as what? Flowchart. Let's prepare flowchart. Okay, so जो step आपने यहाँ पे algorithm में लिखा है, we have to follow the same step, but we have to use different shapes. Different shapes in the sense we cannot use any shape. जो step है उससे related ही हमें use करने पड़ेंगे symbols. All right. Then okay. Then first step is what? We have to start the flowchart. So to start, we have to use this shape, correct? This oval shape. Okay. After starting, we have to declare the variable. So for declaring the variable, we have to take this. Yes. After declaring variable, we have to take input. So for input, we have to use this parallelogram. So you have to make. Okay, then now after taking input, what is the next step? The next step is we have to add them. Now tell me which symbol I should use. Like मैंने यहाँ पे input लिया, input लेने के बाद now I have to add the value of both the variables and it to store it somewhere. So which operation is being performed over here? Here I'm performing addition operation, means what? Arithmetic operation, correct? This we have to use the same symbol which you are using for declaring variable. Where same use hoga. So here again this. Now after adding, what is the next step? What again we are going to use the shape. Okay, this is parallelogram, okay, not rectangle. Display करने के बाद, after display again what? जो first step था वही same यहाँ पे common होगा. That means we have to stop. Done. Okay, this is the flowchart for addition. No, this is not. For हमने shapes decide कर लिया which shape will be used. Okay, now. Now, in step 1 means in the terminal shape, we have to write start. कोई changes नहीं होगा, जो भी है सब वैसे ही रहेंगे. Just we have to make use of shapes here. Then we started the flowchart. Afterward, we have to declare variables. So as we are writing the flowchart, as you're preparing flowchart for addition, so but obviously we need 3 things here. So we are declaring 3 variables. Let's say M, N, and RES. In MN, we are going to store the input. In RES, we are going to store the result. Then next is we have to take input. So here we can simply write input m and n because we have to take two inputs. That is why now after taking input, we have to we have to add them. Kisko add karna? M and n ko. So just write down m plus n. When you will add m and n, you are going to get a data. So okay, so stored it in res variable. So res is equal to m plus n. Now after adding them, we also have to display the result. आप result display नहीं करोगे, then there is like कोई use ही नहीं है पूरा flow chart prepare करने का. All right, so here we have to write display res. Addition आपने किया. Now display the result. So result we have stored in res, so we are simply displaying it. Now after that, at the end, we have to stop. Okay, stop. ठीक है. Is this the flowchart? Yes. अभी but ये complete नहीं हुआ है. Okay, तो अब यहाँ पे हमने shape use किया है. So can I write like this? Like मैं ऐसे इसको execute करूँ. First I will display the result. Then I will declare three variable. Then I will take input. Then I will add them. उसके बाद I will stop the algorithm and then I will start it. This is the correct sequence? No, this is not. First, you have to start. After start, you have to declare variable. This is the correct sequence. After variable declaration, you have to take input. Then you have to add. Afterward, you have to display the result and then you can stop it. Okay, but ये तो मैंने बोल दिया, but ये फ्लो चार्ट में क्लियरली शो होना चाहिए. ठीक है, मैंने ये फ्लो चार्ट बनाया, मुझे बहुत इसलिए पता है, मुझे पता है कौन सा स्टेप मुझे फॉलो करना है. बट अगर ये फ्लो चार्ट किसी और ने देखा, उससे कैसे पता चलेगा कि ये सेम सीक्वेंस फॉलो करना है? सो फॉर दैट वी विल हैव टू सेट द डायरेक्शन. हाउ? यूजिंग दैट फ्लो लाइन, यूजिंग दैट एरो शेप. ओके, तो कैसे फॉलो होगा? से फर्स्ट वी हैव टू स्टार्ट. After start, we have to declare the variable like this. We have to declare the variable. Yes. After variable declaration, we have to take input. Okay. After taking input, stop karna? No. After taking input, you have to add them. After adding, display the result. After displaying the result, now you need to stop it. मैंडेटरी नहीं है, मैंने एक सीक्वेंस में सारे शेप्स लिखे हैं, तो आपको भी एक शेप एक सीक्वेंस में लिखना है. अगर आप रैंडमली कहीं पे भी लिखते हो, बट देन टू विद द हेल्प ऑफ एरो आपको प्रॉपर्ली वो कनेक्शन करना पड़ेगा. नाउ दिस इज द कंप्लीट फ्लो चार्ट टू परफॉर्म एडिशन ऑफ टू नंबर्स. अब आई होप अभी एरो का वो यूज समझ में होगा. एरो इंडिकेट करता है आपको कौन से स्टेप पे कहां पे जंप करना है. दैट्स इट. ऑलराइट, थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आया क्या हुआ यहाँ पे? इज इट क्लियर? फर्स्ट वी हैव टू स्टार्ट, बट वी हैव टू यूज करेक्ट सिंबल्स. वी कैन नॉट यूज रेक्टेंगल स्टार्ट एंड स्टॉप के प्लेस पे एंड ओवल वेरिएबल डिक्लेरेशन के लिए नहीं. जितने भी शेप्स है दे हैव डिफरेंट यूजेस. सो इसके ही ना yes, flow chart and na algorithm. आपको questions इससे related exams में आता है, like what is flow chart, what is this algorithm. Then ये जो flow charts के shapes है ना, इनके बारे में questions आते हैं. Like आपको एक shape दिया रहेगा, you have to tell the use. ऐसा भी होता है, या फिर you have to explain flow chart. So in that आपको पूरे ये symbols explain करने पड़ेंगे किसका क्या use है, and then आप एक normal सा example लेके ऐसे आप flow chart prepare कर सकते हो. तो इससे related questions आपको रहेंगे. What is the use of this in programming? So these are nothing but what programming solving tools. ये tools हैं जो programmer से ये flowchart and algorithm वो prepare करते हैं, and on the basis of that only if they get stuck somewhere, so on the basis of that आपका जो problem है वो solve हो जाता है. Okay, that is why ये जो algorithm या flowchart है, they are known as problem solving tool. ये एक tool है which gives us the correct logic. मैंने ना ऑलरेडी आई गेस ये नोट्स आप लोग के ग्रुप में शेयर किया हुआ है, चैप्टर 1 का नोट. सो इन दैट एवरीथिंग इज देयर, एल्गोरिथम, फ्लो चार्ट, ऑल द थिंग्स आर ओवर देयर, सो यू कैन चेक दैट. अभी रिसेंटली में इसी वीक में आई थिंक आई हैव शेयर, तो यू ऑल कैन गो थ्रू इट. तो ये हो गया. अभी ना और भी कुछ इसके फटाफट एग्जांपल्स देखते हैं. द नेक्स्ट इज, अच्छा ये तो देखो एकदम सिंपल सा था, यहाँ पे ज्यादा कुछ था नहीं. ये हो गया जो सिंपल algorithm and simple flow chart. Now we are going to prepare conditional flow chart. तो थोड़ा सा tricky होगा but बहुत easy है. In conditional algorithm में क्या होगा? Like अगर कोई ऐसा problem है where you have, in order to execute something, you have certain criteria. For example, we have written algorithm to check eligibility for voting. Now, in order to be eligible for voting, we have to follow certain criteria. हमें कुछ एक क्राइटेरिया में होना चाहिए, फिर हमें एक क्राइटेरिया एक फॉलो करना चाहिए. And what is that criteria? That our age should be more than 18 or it should be equal to 18, then we will be eligible, otherwise we won't. For positive and negative number even हमने किया है. तो positive negative, if number is greater than 0, it's a positive number. If number is less than 0, it's a negative number. Otherwise the number will be neutral, means 0. Correct. So ऐसे statements क्या होते हैं? Conditional statements होते हैं. In order to solve them, you have to use conditional algorithm or we have to use conditional flowchart. Okay. So you are very much aware of that eligibility का logic. So we are going to prepare for the same. Okay. अगर check करना है eligibility for voting, algorithm is just very much simple. Step 1, you have to start. Step 2, you have to declare variable. So we are taking only one variable, let's say age. In step 3, you have to take input. So we are taking input in age. Then in step 4, variable age input भी ले लिया. Then in step 4, now in step 4, after taking input, now we have to check whether we are eligible or not. So in here, if age is greater than or equal to 18, अगर ये condition true होता है, that means we are eligible. So I'll simply display eligible. And अगर ये जो condition लिखा है, अगर ये false होता है, that means we are not eligible. So I'll simply write here display not eligible. Afterward, you just have to stop. Correct. तो ये हो गया conditional algorithm. Now we are going to represent the same with the help of this flow chart. Okay, so step number 1. Step number 1 is start, means terminal, yes. Then declaration of variable, okay, use this one, rectangle shape. For taking input, you have to use this. After taking input, now after taking input, we have written if age greater than or equal to 18. Now that is a condition. So for condition, which shape we have to use? For condition, we have to use this, that decision box, that diamond shape we have to use in order to write the condition. Correct, this decision box for decision making. All right. So here we have to use this diamond shape. Okay, ये पहले कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं because अब यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ट्रिक होगा after that. Start. Variable is age. Here we have to take input in age. Now after taking input, now we have to compare, means now we have to write the condition. So it should be placed in the diamond. So we'll simply write if age greater than or equal to 18. This is what my condition is. If age greater than or equal to 18, this is my condition. Correct, this is my condition. Now when you will write this condition, see, जब भी हम condition लिखते हैं, so here either we will get answer in yes or we will get answer in no. Correct. If age greater than or equal to 18, let's consider value of age is 23. 23 greater than 18, yes. Okay. For 23, I got yes. Consider value of age is 12. 12 greater than 18? No. 12 equal to 18? No, it is not. For 12, I'm getting no. For 23, I'm getting yes. For 45, 45 is greater than 18? Yes. For 45 also, I got yes. For 17, is 17 greater than 18? No. Is 17 equal to 18? No, it is not. For 17, I'm getting no. Means it is very much clear that either we will get answer in yes from this condition or we will get answer as no. तो अगर यहां से आंसर yes आता है, age greater than or equal to 18 means age, अगर आंसर yes आया that means age is greater than 18 or it could be equal to 18. तो अगर ये कंडीशन ट्रू होता है, इसका क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब है यू आर एलिजिबल. और अगर आंसर नो आता है दैट मीन्स यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल. तो ये जो डायमंड शेप है इसके दो पार्ट्स होंगे, नो पार्ट एंड यस पार्ट एंड नो पार्ट. इफ यस दैट मीन्स कंडीशन इज ट्रू, इफ नो दैट मीन्स कंडीशन इज नॉट ट्रू. करेक्ट. तो यहाँ पे वी हैव टू मेक टू पार्ट्स. First one is your else part, yes part. Second one will be no part. Yes and no. Okay, now tell me. If age greater than or equal to 18, अगर ये कंडीशन ट्रू हुआ मतलब आंसर इज यस. आंसर यस आया तो नो वाले पार्ट में कुछ भी नहीं होगा, जो भी चेंजेस होंगे वो यस पार्ट में होंगे. करेक्ट. So what should I do if the condition is true? If I'm getting answer is yes, then what we should do in that case? Yes. What should I do? If I'm getting answer is yes, then what? What should I do then? Yes, very good. If answer is yes, that means age is either equal to 18 or it is more than 18. That means we are eligible to vote. करेक्ट. तो यहाँ पे जैसे यस वाले पार्ट में आप जाते हो, हियर यू कैन सिंपली राइट eligible means display eligible. ओके, ये तो यस के लिए हो गया. अच्छा चलो, आंसर इज यस, वी गॉट आंसर यस, यू आर एलिजिबल. आफ्टर दैट नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप देन? नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या करना चाहिए? Yes, very good. Now we need to stop. We got answer that you are eligible. We come to know the eligibility of ours. Now stop it. So to stop, we have to use what? We have to use this terminal sign. Let's say this is terminal. We will use start. Terminal start. Sorry, stop. अच्छा, इनका कनेक्शन कैसे? ठीक है, here I wrote stop, but that stop shape, that terminal shape is not connected with any other shape. तो stop कब होगा? कुछ एक फ्लो लाइन होना चाहिए ना, जिससे हमें समझ में आए इस पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट पे we have to stop now. तो क्या कनेक्शन होना चाहिए? What do you think? Yes, we have to connect like this after displaying. जैसे ही आपका डिस्प्ले हो गया that yes you are eligible, एलिजिबल करने के बाद you just stop. तो ये जो शेप है, this parallelogram will be connected to this. Like this. You are eligible. Now stop. तो यहाँ पे we are completely done with yes part. Means if our condition is true, we will get answer as yes. If answer is yes, that means condition true. So we'll get message yes you are eligible, and then we will stop. But एक next इसका side भी है. If our condition is false, if condition is false, that means you are not eligible. Yes, then at no side you have to display you are not eligible. not eligible. Now after getting this matches, you're not eligible. हमें पता चल गया yes that we are not eligible. Now you need to stop. अब आपको stop करना है. So again you have to connect this not eligible with a stop. Like this. Stop. Done. अब यहाँ पे ऊपर हमने जो शेप बनाए थे वो कंटिन्यू करेंगे. स्टार्ट के साथ कनेक्ट करना वेरिएबल एज, then input. After taking input we have to check for the condition. Done. This is for the flow chart, conditional flow chart to check eligibility for voting. See, बहुत easy है. We have to write the condition. दो part definitely होंगे. Either we will get answer yes or we will get no. If yes, then क्या होना चाहिए? You just write in yes part. If yes, that means you're eligible. So at yes part write down eligible. If no, you are not eligible. So write not eligible at no side. अगर ये स्वैप करोगे ना, you will get wrong answer. अगर आपने no side में लिख लिया yes you are eligible and at yes side you are writing you are not eligible. Your logic is correct, but आपका जो statement का sequence है that is at not correct place. So in that case you will be getting wrong output. Means अगर किसी ने 12 enter किया then message will be yes you are eligible. और अगर किसी ने 29 enter किया then message will be you are not eligible. तो आप condition proper पढ़ो. Condition is if age greater than 18. Means अगर ये true हुआ means आप eligible रहोगे. Greater than 18 means 19, 20, 21 this thing means you are eligible. So उसके accordingly. Alright, ये अच्छा अब इसके साथ में ही एक और भी कर लेते हैं यहाँ पे. Next is अभी normal वो जो हमारा positive and negative number का था वो हमें करना है यहाँ पे. Simple positive negative. Again we'll declare one variable. We'll start the thing yes. Then we will declare variable. Okay. After declaring variable, we have to take input. So like this. Let's say this is. Consider this is parallelogram. Okay, as of now, just consider. This is parallelogram. We have taken input. After taking input, now what is the next step? The next step is now you have to check whether your number is positive or not. So in that you have to write down the condition. Now again, either your number will be positive or your number will be negative. Correct. So abhi kaise likhenge? Here you have to start. Then you need to declare the variable. How many variable? Only one variable. N, we are taking N. Then next you have to take input into it, into N, so that we can check whether that number is positive or not. Then afterward, we are going to check whether number is positive or not. So condition will be like this. We can write either positive का condition first or negative का. Let's say हम negative का condition पहले लिखते हैं. If num value of n is less than 0, that means number is negative. Okay. If n less than 0, if n less than 0, either n will be less than 0 or it cannot be. तो situations यहाँ पे भी आएंगे. Okay, so again you need to make two parts. Yes part, no part. अब not mandatory, left hand में no रहेगा, right hand में yes, not mandatory. ये कोई programming term या नहीं है. आप yes अगर left side में no right में लिखोगे तो भी कोई problem नहीं है, but you have to write the correct thing. तो अभी यहाँ पे करते हैं. Now I'm taking yes at left side and no at right side. Okay, if n less than 0, अगर ये condition true होता है, if it is, condition true होगा तो मतलब क्या होगा? Number negative होगा या positive होगा? What do you feel? If n less than 0. Yes, it's a negative number. Means अगर ये condition true हुआ, if we get answer as yes, that means it's a negative number. Exactly. तो ये कहाँ पे लिखेंगे वो negative number वाला? Yes part में here. Correct. तो यहाँ पे you can write what? Negative number. Yes part. और अगर आंसर no मिला, if n less than 0, false. मतलब n 0 से less नहीं है, n greater होगा 0 से. Greater मतलब positive number. So here you can write positive. And then after displaying positive or after displaying negative, the next step will be what? You have to stop preparing for the flowchart. Then click. Stop. You have to connect this negative statement with stop, and similarly you have to connect this positive statement as well with the stop. correct? This is the simple flow chart for to check whether you have entered negative number or not. All right, so yeah, that's all for the day. In next session, we are going to solve more examples and also we'll discuss about the connectors. All right. If it is 0, then for that we have to use one more diamond shape. तो ये जो है ये थोड़ा सा और complicated होगा, तो ये हम लोग continue करेंगे next session में. In next lecture discuss करेंगे whether number is positive, negative, or if someone enters 0, then वो भी message आना चाहिए that you have entered 0. So वो थोड़ा सा और complicated होगा, so we'll continue that in the next session. Use this rectangle. Then afterward, we have to use parallelogram. So just consider this as a parallelogram as of now. In this, we are going to take input. Now, okay, ये कुछ parts हो गए. ये मेरा एक part हो गया. All right, here I have to write start. The next variable is n. In this, I'm going to take input s. Here I'm going to calculate square. C. Here I'll be calculating cube. Next is I have to take input in n variable so that I can calculate square and cube. So the next step will be input s. Sorry, input n. Because in n only I'm going to take the input. And then I have to connect them with the help of this flow line, that is arrow. Like this. Now after input n, what I have to do now after input n, now I have to calculate square and also I have to calculate cube. After calculation, we have to display them and then we have to stop it. All right. तो अब मैं ना आगे कंटिन्यू नहीं कर रही हूँ, ये एक पार्ट हो गया. अब इसका जो कंटिन्यूएशन है ना वो मैं डिफरेंट पार्ट में करने वाली हूँ. All right. So the next is here we are going to calculate the thing. Then after calculation, we have to display the result. Now, after displaying the result, what is the next step? The next step is we have to stop. The next, here I'm writing stop. So basically, I have made 3 different parts. Now here, S is equal to n into n, C is equal to n into n into n. Then in step next, then here, so yeah, I'm done with my flowchart. अब यहाँ पे basically ना 3 different parts मैंने बनाए. So this is the first part. Here, this is the first part. This one is the second part. And ये जो stop लिखा है, this is what my third part. But एक चीज यहाँ पे ऑब्जर्व करो, जितने भी पूरे पार्ट्स है ये सब एक सेम पेज पे ही अवेलेबल है. नाउ इन ऑर्डर टू कनेक्ट देम, सी हमें इनको कनेक्ट तो करना ही पड़ेगा. सो हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू कनेक्ट? बाय द हेल्प ऑफ कनेक्टर. सो व्हिच कनेक्टर विल बी यूज्ड? So here you have to check whether all the parts are connected on the same page, are present on the same page or not. In this case, yes, all the different shapes are present on the same page. All the different parts are present on the same page. So here, in order to connect them, we are going to use what? On page connector. How to use them? See, except the first part, जितने भी आपके second or third part है, we have to give them a name. Okay, we have to give them a name. Then with the help of that name only, we are going to connect the different shapes, different parts of flowchart with each other. Okay, what that mean? See. This will be connected with this. Okay. Except the first part. The first part means start, variable, NSC, input, and इसका हमें कोई कनेक्टर यहाँ पे सेट नहीं करना पड़ेगा, जो भी कनेक्टर सेट होगा दैट विल बी सेट इन द सेकेंड पार्ट, इन द थर्ड पार्ट, इन द रेस्ट पार्ट, एक्सेप्ट द फर्स्ट वन यू हैव टू सेट द कनेक्टर इन ऑल द पार्ट्स एक्सेप्ट फर्स्ट पार्ट। तो ये जो सेकेंड पार्ट है यहाँ पे पहले हमें इसे एक कनेक्टर सेट करना पड़ेगा। विच कनेक्टर? ऑन पेज कनेक्टर। ओके, सो हियर दिस इज हाउ योर ऑन पेज कनेक्टर लुक्स लाइक, सर्कल शेप। दिस इज योर ऑन पेज कनेक्टर। Now on page connectors are having a numeric value. जो off page connectors होते हैं ना, they also have a value, but off page connectors have alphabets, whereas on page connectors have numeric value, and on the basis of that value only we connect different parts. तो ये जो connector है इसको हमें एक name देना पड़ेगा. So let's give the name as 1. Because as I said, numeric value देना, so 1 is numeric value. So I gave 1 to it. Now what does this 1 indicates? And then again we have to connect this connector with this shape like this. So in second part, I have used a connector and value of that connector is 1. तो अब इस केस में वो 1 क्या इंडिकेट कर रहा है? अगर आपको ये जो दोनों शेप आपने बनाया S is equal to N into N, then display S and C. अगर इस पार्ट को किसी के साथ में कनेक्ट करना है, और if some part of flowchart wants to connect with this particular shape, this particular part of flowchart, then they have to use 1 value in order to get connect with them. Now similarly, stop is the third part of your flowchart. So जैसे आपने second part को एक value दिया, एक on page connector use करके you have set a value 1. So similarly, stop के लिए भी you have to use the on page connector and you have to give them a different value. जितने भी parts of flowcharts हैं, they cannot contain the same value. जितने भी parts हैं, सबकी different values होंगी. For example, ये जो S square and cube का calculation and display के लिए we have taken a different value 1. So for similarly for stop as well we have to use a connector and उसमें हमें except 1 we can set any value to it. We can give any value to it. So same. Before stop, we have to use this on page connector. We can give a value as 2. Then here. Like this. तो अब जो stop वाला part है, उसकी value set हो गई है 2. It means if some part of flowchart wants to connect with stop, then they have to use 2 value in order to get connect with stop. Okay, now how to use the value? For example, सबसे पहले we are going to start, then we'll declare variable, then we'll take input. Now after taking input, next step क्या होगा? The next step is we want to get connect with that S is equal to N into N, then C is equal to N into N, and then display SC. We want to get connect with that. Means with the second part of flowchart, yes, exactly. How you can get connect with the value 1? Why with value 1 only? Because ये जो second part है उसके लिए हमने खुद ने वो name set किया, खुद वो value set की है, that is 1. Alright, means just by using value 1 we can get connect to that. Yes, you can. Okay, so how to do that? The syntax is after taking input n के बाद आपको connect होना है. Yes, so after taking input n, again you have to use the on page connector. एंड इस ऑन पेज कनेक्टर में वो वैल्यू लिखनी है जिस वैल्यू के साथ में कनेक्ट होना है. मीन्स हियर आइदर यू कैन राइट 1 और यू कैन राइट 2, बिकॉज फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम यू हैव एग्जैक्टली 2 शेप्स, 2 पार्ट्स. फर्स्ट पार्ट का नाम 1 है, वैल्यू इज 1, एंड सेकेंड पार्ट वैल्यू इज 2. सो आइदर हियर यू कैन राइट 1 और यू कैन राइट 2. इफ यू राइट 2 ओवर हियर, लेट्स से you wrote 2 and again you have to connect. तो ये जो after input n you have used the on page connector and the value of on page connector is 2. So what does this indicate? This indicates after input n you want to connect with such part of flowchart whose value is 2. तो in that case ये जो part है इसकी value 1 है, ये जो stop है इस part की value 2 है. तो after taking input n you are going to connect with this particular shape, means you are going to connect with this part. तो after input n आपका जो algorithm है वो क्या हो, आपका जो flow chart है that will be stopped. because here after taking input n, you are connecting with that stop one whose value is 2. बट एक्चुअल में किसके साथ में कनेक्ट होना था? एक्चुअल में आपको कनेक्ट होना था विद कनेक्टर 1. सो हियर इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग कनेक्टर 2, what you have to use here, you have to use connector 1. Connector 1. It means after taking input 1, after taking input in n variable, now you are going to connect with such part of flowchart whose connector value is 1. तो दो different parts हैं, एक connector की value 1 है, second की value 2 है. तो in that case, you are going to connect with this one. And then after taking input n, now s is equal to n into n, c is equal to n into n. ये होगा. Now, after getting square and cube on the screen, on the output screen, the next step is what? The next step is now you have to stop. तो आपको stop करना है. But after display C, you have not written any, you haven't used any terminal symbol after display. Whereas the terminal symbol in which stop is mentioned, that is a different part of flowchart and value of that thing is 2. But after display, you have to stop. आपको stop करना है. मतलब आपको display के बाद कुछ ऐसा करना है so that you can get connected with that stop shape. What do you think? What should I write over here? जैसे after input n, मुझे s is equal to n into n and all को execute करना था, so I got connected with 1. So similarly, after displaying square and cube, now I want to stop the flowchart. So what should I do in this case? Yes, I have to use connector. Yes. Means after display मुझे किसके साथ में connect होना है? I want to connect with stop. तो वो जो stop वाला part है उसकी value क्या है? The value of that is 2. Means yes, very good. We have to use the connector below display with the value 2. Correct. So here. Like this. So after display C, you are connected with connector 2. It means after display C, you will be connecting. You will get connected with this. After display C, your flowchart is going to stop. So this is what on-page connector means. Same page पे different parts है. So इसके through आप like with the help of on-page connector आप यहाँ पे connect हो गए. So this is nothing but what your on-page connector is. Now similarly, just like on-page connector, the next connector is off-page connector. तो off-page connector में क्या होगा? जैसे यहाँ पे तीनों भी parts same page पे हैं. So in off-page connector, एक part एक page पे रहेगा, second part will be on second page, next part will be on third page likewise. But you have to connect them with the help of off-page connector the way you connected this using on-page connector. Okay, so we are going to do that as well. Okay. So now I'm going to use off-page connector. So off-page connector के लिए just consider ये यहाँ पे page number 1 end हुआ है, and after that maroon line हमारा जो page number 2 है वो start हो रहा है. So this is here page number 1. This is page 2. Right. Now same problem. Square and cube calculation. We started the flowchart. We have declared variable. We have taken input in n. Now, after taking input n, मेरा जो पूरा पेज था इज कंप्लीटली फुल, नाउ आई हैव टू यूज द नेक्स्ट पेज, बिकॉज अभी कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, अभी और भी 3-4 स्टेप्स रिमेनिंग है to solve the problem. So I have to use the next page as well. तो अब जो next process है वो मैं next page पे करूंगी. So here I'll be using my page number 2. After taking input, now I will calculate everything. After calculating, we have to display, and after display we have to stop. After taking input n, here you can write s is equal to, or n is s is equal to n into n. C is equal to n into n into n. So basically here we have calculated square and cube. Then in next step, you have to display S and C, and then at the end you have to stop. Then you have to connect like this. Okay. So यहाँ पे आपका जो फ्लो चार्ट था वो completely done हो गया. अब आपने पेज नंबर 1 से स्टार्ट किया, एंड कहाँ पे किया? पेज नंबर 2 पे. नो, पेज नंबर 1 पे जो आपने स्टार्ट किया है वही सेम कंटिन्यू हुआ है ऑन पेज नंबर 2 एज वेल. ऑन पेज नंबर 2 जो फ्लो चार्ट आप देख रहे हो, दैट इज नॉट अ सोल्यूशन ऑफ अ डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम, दैट इज द कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ द अबव प्रॉब्लम ओनली. वो जो ऊपर हमने सोल्यूशन बना रहे हैं उसी का वो कंटिन्यूएशन है. तो अब हमें यहाँ पे जो फर्स्ट पेज का फ्लो चार्ट है, वी हैव टू कनेक्ट इट विद द सेकंड पार्ट का फ्लो चार्ट एज वेल, सो दैट किसी को कंफ्यूजन ना हो कि ये दो डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम के सोल्यूशन हो, दो डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम के सोल्यूशन है. इन दिस केस जस्ट जितने भी डिफरेंट पार्ट्स थे हमने उनको ऑन पेज कनेक्टर के थ्रू एक वैल्यू सेट किया. सो सिमिलरली यहाँ पे भी वही होगा. जो पेज 2 पे आप एक्सपांड कर रहे हो फ्लो चार्ट, और यू आर एक्सपांडिंग द थिंग्स ऑन पेज नंबर 3 और पेज नंबर 4, एवरी पार्ट will be having a unique value, and that value will be given inside of page connector, because here the flow charts are spread over more than one page. All right, so here you have to use this. This is your off page connector. तो ये जो फ्लो चार्ट आपने बनाया इस पर 1 पे, इसे एक वैल्यू दो. So in off-page connector, we use alphabets as a value. In on-page connector, we use numbers as value. So here we can give any value. Let's say here we have entered D. Means ये जो पेज नंबर 2 पे जो फ्लो चार्ट बनाया है उसकी वैल्यू है D. तो अगर इस फ्लो चार्ट से किसी को कनेक्ट होना है, then that flow chart need to use this value D. Just we use that on-page connector. So similarly we have to use that. तो अब S is equal to n into n के आगे जितने भी स्टेटमेंट्स हमने लिखे हैं, उस स्टेटमेंट को लाइक किसको कनेक्ट होना उनके साथ में. आफ्टर इनपुट n we want to connect with that part. So after input n we have to use a off page connector, और उस off page connector में ऐसी वैल्यू लिखनी है जिसके साथ में हमें कनेक्ट होना है. तो after input n we want to connect with this part only. So what is the name of this part? It's D. So here you have to use D. So after input n, on the next page, you will be connecting with such part of flow chart whose value is D. अगर आप यहाँ पे input n के बाद अगर आप यहाँ पे let's say B लिखते हो, B, तो after input n you are not going to connect with this. You will be only connecting with that flow chart whose value is B. Not D. तो D लिखा है तो after input n you are not going to connect with this part. तो value should be equal, then only you will be able to connect. All right. So this is all about your on page connector and off page connector. ये जो नोट्स मैंने शेयर किया था यहाँ पे और भी बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स हैं, सो यू कैन गो विद दैट. Prepare a flowchart to check biggest number, and here we have to use on page connector. ठीक है, we have used on page connector over here. See, if a greater than b, then we will go in yes part. Either we will go in yes part or we will go in no part. तो yes part में भी देखो एक connector use हुआ है and the value of that is 1. It means if this condition, if this particular condition gets satisfied, then we have to connect with such part of flow chart whose value is 1. तो अगर समझो ये condition true होता है, if a greater than b, this is true, then we will go in yes part and we are seeing the connector 1. तो it means ये condition true है ना, तो हम ऐसे connector के साथ में connect होंगे जिसकी value 1 है. तो ये connect होगा किसके साथ में, with this, and हमें message मिलेगा display A. After getting this display, again we are connecting with such connector whose value is 2. So after display, we will be connecting with this stop, because stop key value 2. So in this way, basically, we use this on and off page connector. What about? अच्छा, okay. कल हमने कुछ कंटिन्यू किया था, that positive, negative and zero, that diamond shape. Okay, तो वो कंटिन्यू कर लेते हैं. Yeah, we were discussing about positive, negative and zero, correct? तो वो कंटिन्यू करते हैं. See, flowchart हमने बनाया था, but in that जो condition लिखा था, either we can write if a greater than b, or we can write if a less than नहीं, for positive, negative. Either we can write if n greater than 0, we will write number is positive, else we will write number is 0. If we write n less than 0, it means number is negative, or we can say number is positive, correct? But what about 0? 0 के लिए हम बोलते हैं that 0 is neither positive nor negative. Correct? 0 positive भी नहीं है, negative भी नहीं है. So in that case, if some user enters 0, then what output will get? What will get? You know, will get 0 is positive number, but that is not correct. 0 के लिए message आना चाहिए that either 0 is the neutral number, या फिर you have entered 0, or 0 is neither positive nor negative. ऐसा कुछ message आना चाहिए. तो इसके लिए अब हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? Here we have started the thing. We have started the algorithm. After starting the algorithm, the next step is what? We have to declare some variables. After declaring variable, we have to take some input into it. Yes, we have to take. After taking input, now you have to check for the condition. Now this condition will be having two parts, either yes or no. Either yes or no. For yes, different set of statement will have to write. For no, we have to write different set of statement. All right, but iske pehle we are going to write here start variable, only one variable. Let's say n. Then here we have to take input into n. Then now here we have to write the condition. Now where we can write anything. Either we can write first n less than 0, or we can write n greater than 0, or even we can write n is equal to 0. We can write anything. This will work properly for all the for all the numbers. If we write n less than 0, consider we write n less than 0. If n less than 0, it means what? From this condition, either I will get yes, other condition true hoga, or I will get no if my condition will be false. So if n less than 0, and I'm getting answer as yes, it means what? It means my number is a negative number. So in that case, in yes part, what I'll be displaying? I'll be displaying number is negative. Means yes part is completely done. Yes. Now after this you have to stop your algorithm. After this you have to stop and just connect your negative with stop like this. Correct, means your yes part is completely done. Now you have to take care of your no part. अगर आप ये जो कोड कर रहे हो, if it is for positive, negative and also for zero, then for positive, negative and also you are going to find out whether you have entered zero or not. What you have written into the condition if n less than zero, ये लिखा है आपने कंडीशन में, करेक्ट, if n less than zero. So if n less than zero, what will be the answer? The answer will be number is negative. But if n not less than zero, अगर ये कंडीशन false होता है तो अब आपके पास दो ऑप्शंस है, either your number could be positive or your number could be zero. ये दो चांसेस है ना. अगर नंबर नेगेटिव नहीं है तो दो चांसेस है, नंबर पॉजिटिव भी हो सकता है प्लस नंबर नेगेटिव भी हो सकता है. डायरेक्टली आप नहीं बोल सकते नंबर इज नॉट पॉजिटिव दैट मींस नंबर इज नेगेटिव, या फिर नंबर इज नॉट नेगेटिव दैट मींस नंबर इज पॉजिटिव. इन दिस केस नंबर नेगेटिव नहीं है तो पॉजिटिव या जीरो दोनों भी हो सकता है. तो अब यहाँ पे यू हैव टू राइट वन मोर कंडीशन. आइदर यू कैन राइट कंडीशन फॉर पॉजिटिव और यू कैन राइट कंडीशन फॉर जीरो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, प्रॉपर्ली वर्क होगा. तो इफ n लेस देन जीरो, यस नंबर इज नेगेटिव. सपोज n की वैल्यू जीरो नहीं है, सॉरी n इज नॉट लेस देन जीरो, हम नो पार्ट में जाएंगे. तो नाउ हियर यू हैव टू चेक फॉर पॉजिटिव एंड जीरो, क्योंकि अब दो सिचुएशंस आ रही है यहाँ पे. सो इन नो पार्ट अगेन व्हाट यू हैव टू राइट, यू हैव टू राइट इन नो पार्ट again you have to use a diamond shape again. Now here either you can write positive or you can write zero. So we are writing the condition for zero here, but we will get answer of positive as well. ये हमारा नो के लिए था. नो के लिए मैंने क्या बोला, आइदर हमें पॉजिटिव मिलेगा या हमें जीरो मिलेगा. नेगेटिव का सोल्यूशन मिल गया एस पार्ट में. तो इन दिस नो पार्ट व्हाट कंडीशन वी कैन राइट, वी विल राइट इफ n इक्वल टू जीरो. अब इसके भी दो पार्ट होंगे, यस एंड नो. एग्जैक्टली इसका भी दो पार्ट होगा यहाँ पे, यस let's consider this as yes and here it is no. So now tell me, if n is equal to zero, what message I will get in this case? फटाफट से बताओ, सिर्फ we have 3 minutes left. If n is equal to zero, what message should be displayed on the screen? If n is equal to zero, yes, very good, number is neutral or number is zero or number is zero is neither positive nor negative. We can give any message. So as of now, simple some message data that number is zero. Here we are writing, let's consider we are writing zero. What if n is not equal to zero, or अगर n zero के equal नहीं है, then what will happen? If n is not zero, if in case, then yes, very good. Yes, exactly. Number is positive. देखो दो केसेस थे, either positive or zero. अगर जीरो नहीं है, but obviously एक ही ऑप्शन है, that is what it's positive. So here we will इसको भी execute पे करते हैं. Here we will write positive. Now for every diamond we can use different stop statement. तो n less than zero के लिए we have taken one stop. So similarly n is equal to zero, इसके लिए भी मैं यहाँ पे एक separate stop ले लेती हूँ. You can take. अदरवाइज आप वो जो सेम वाला स्टॉप था वो भी आप लिंक कर सकते हो, बट यहाँ पे कॉम्प्लिकेशन ना हो, सो विल यूज दिस. विल कनेक्ट विद दिस एंड जीरो के बाद भी वी हैव टू स्टॉप लाइक दिस. और फटाफट इसको एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं. लेट्स कंसीडर वैल्यू ऑफ n. वैल्यू ऑफ n इज हियर 13 and now we have to check whether 13 is positive, negative or zero. We will check. If n less than 0, what is the value of n? It's 13. 13 is less than 0? No, it is not. So yes वाला part execute होगा, नहीं होगा. Go in no part. Now again in no part you have written a condition. So check for it. If n is equal to 0, what is the value of n? It's 13. So 13 is equal to 0? No, it is not. Means यहाँ का ये जो yeah 13 is equal to 0? No, it is not. आंसर इज नो, मीन्स ये जो yes part है ये होगा skip. Now no part will execute, and in no part we have written positive. That means 13 is a positive number, and then we will stop. Similarly, for negative, let's say we have taken minus 10. Check the condition. If minus 10 is less than 0, is minus 10 less than 0? Yes, कोई भी negative number 0 से less ही होगा, 0 से या किसी भी number से. तो minus 10 is less than 0? Yes, it is. तो अब ये नो पार्ट पूरा स्किप होगा. नाउ एल्स पार्ट, व्हाट इज देयर? इट्स नेगेटिव नंबर. तो मैसेज आएगा -10 इज नेगेटिव एंड वी विल स्टॉप द फ्लो चार्ट. लेट्स टेक फॉर 0. अब नाउ आई हैव एंटर्ड 0 into n. चेक फॉर द कंडीशन. 0 is less than 0? No, it is not. Excellent. n is less than 0. So 0 is less than 0? No. What I'm getting no as answer. तो ये जो yes part है, this will be skipped. Now we will go in no part. In no part we have written if n is equal to 0. What is the value of n? It's 0. So 0 is equal to 0. 0 or 0 equal है? Yes, they are. What I got answer? I got yes. Yes mila, that means this no part will be skipped. And in yes part, what you have written? You have written 0. That means the entered number is 0, and then we will stop it. तो अगर आपके पास किसी प्रॉब्लम के लिए इफ यू हैव मल्टीपल सिचुएशन, देन यू कैन यूज मल्टीपल डायमंड शेप लाइक दिस. यू कैन यूज, बट यू हैव टू राइट प्रॉपर. इफ आंसर इज यस, देन क्या होना चाहिए? इफ वी गेट आंसर इज नो, देन क्या होना चाहिए? व्हेन यू हैव टू स्टॉप, व्हेन यू हैव टू स्टार्ट, ये पहले से पता होना चाहिए. देन यू विल बी लाइक यू कैन इजीली फ्रेम दिस फ्लो चार्ट. Yes, Muskan, now it is clear this flow chart. And is there any doubt to anyone in this particular flow chart? Yes, this is ना, ये जो हमने अल्फा न्यूमेरिक वैल्यू या जो ऑन पेज क्रिटिक वैल्यू दी ना, ये लाइक ये रोल ही है कि आप कहीं पे कुछ नोट्स एंड ऑल देखोगे तो वहां पे जो ऑफ पेज कनेक्टर होता है, और देयर वी यूज अल्फा न्यूमेरिक ओनली, एंड इन ऑन पेज वी यूज नंबर्स. सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ रूल व्हिच वी हैव टू फॉलो. जस्ट जैसे कि शेप्स कुछ होते हैं, कुछ शेप्स की पर्टिकुलर लाइक कुछ शेप का पर्टिकुलर यूज होता है, सो वी कैन नॉट यूज अदर एनी अदर शेप. So similarly, we have to use alphanumeric and numeric for different connectors. No, if n is not 0, that means n is positive, because negative के लिए already हमने yes part में negative लिख दिया है. In yes part negative, and in no part 0 or positive. So if number is not 0, that means number is positive. करेक्ट. अगर हमने yes पार्ट में समझो हमने पॉजिटिव का कोड किया होता, कंडीशन में अगर हमने लिखा है इफ n ग्रेटर देन 0, तो yes में लिखेंगे इट्स अ पॉजिटिव. तो अब नो साइड में दो ऑप्शंस है, आइदर 0 और आइदर नेगेटिव. या फिर अगर कंडीशन में मैंने लिखा है फर्स्ट कंडीशन में इफ n इज इक्वल टू 0, देन yes पार्ट में मिलेगा पॉजिटिव एंड नो पार्ट में पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव. ये दो सिचुएशंस आ जाएंगे. तो कुछ जैसे करना वैसे कर सकते हो, बट मेक श्योर सारे properly work करें. Okay, ये जो फ्लो चार्ट प्रिपेयर किया, इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीवन? किसी को डाउट है इन फ्लो चार्ट? बिकॉज from next lecture we are not going to again see this algorithm flow chart. We'll see some new topics now. कुछ डाउट है? You'll have to clear it now. All right, fine then. कोई डाउट नहीं है. Here ending the session. In next lecture we'll discuss the next thing. वापस मैं ये नोट्स शेयर कर देती हूँ, अगर कोई न्यू ज्वाइन हुआ है नहीं पता है तो. All right, yeah, happy Dasara to everyone. चलो, bye bye. Yes, Chaitanya, what is that question? You can ask me. Yes, just ask me far because I have next lecture now.